Dear fellow coders, welcome to One Little Coder. If you want to be a productive coder, it's very important for you to understand shell commands, learn new shell commands. The more you know, the better your workflow could be. Like you could automate few things, you could do things that are, inefficient in another way. So it's very important for you to know shell commands. But a lot of times what happens is a lot of developers, they just search online something and then they go to Stack Overflow, copy and paste it, ultimately do not understand how or what does a shell command do. And that is where I came across this website called shell.how, and it is an amazing gift for developers to improve their shell knowledge and also productivity. Because right now, instead of just copying and pasting a command, what you can also do is probably copy paste it here, and then you can understand what does a shell command do. So this website shell.how, as far as I know, is going to help you massively in improving your knowledge about why or what does a command do. And in this video, I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of how this website works and how you can leverage it to improve your shell knowledge or terminal knowledge, whatever you use. Okay, so this is how the interface looks like. So basically you have like a terminal interface simulated here, and the website suggests you the couple of commands for you to try it out. So let's start with something that is already available here. So for example, let's start with echo world. So once I click that, you can see that there is echo and world, and then you can also see when you hover on it, you would get to see, okay, what is echo? Echo is write arguments to the standard output, and what is the argument here? The argument is hello world. So maybe you want to change something. Let's say I want to say echo one little coder, and then you can see how it has changed. Echo write arguments to the standard output, and now what are you trying to write? You're trying to write the argument one little coder. Okay, now this is quite straightforward and easy. Let's try out something. So if you want to erase it, just go here, click it, and then erase it, and then you would get all the suggested commands. So some of the things that we usually do, especially if you're a developer working with version controllers, doing git command. And here if you see git push origin master all, so you have like a couple of commands, and also like you have an argument that that makes do something different. So git the stupid content tracker, that there is some humor in it, I appreciate it. Push update the remote ref. So when you say push, you're trying to update the remote ref, and origin is an argument, master is an argument, and all, what does it mean? It says basically push all the branches, and it also has some description that you have with this. So again, like you can actually see how it is making it easier for you to understand. So if I want to try anything git, so it says git, again stupid content tracker, create an empty git repository or reinitialize existing one. Again, there are a lot of things that you can do with this thing. So you can try git add, and then you can say, okay, add file contents to the index. So you have different options, and again, like if you want to add some more arguments or option, you can again add it and then try to see what happens. So basically, like most of the commands that you might use, for example in this case git commit m hello world. So content tracker, record the changes, and m is the message. Like using m, you're trying to give the message as a git commit message. So again, this is very clear in what it does and what it shows. So it's extremely helpful, and like I can just go about, like I can start showing you more examples. I think the developer has a really good product roadmap of what all the things that he wants to add, so we can actually see those things. But again, if you see right now, it is very usable. Like whether you are a university student, whether you're a college student, whether you're a new programmer or you are an experienced programmer who just copy paste stuff from Stack Overflow like all of us do, if you want to add one extra step, right, all you have to do is go to shell.how and then copy paste. Let's do an exercise, right? Let's say I would like reset git head. Okay, so let's say this is what I'm trying to look for. So I'm going to say reset git head hard. Okay, so I'm going to copy the first answer, probably like that looks like this, and I'm going to paste it there and see if it works. Let's see. So it says, oh, amazing, right? So git clean with some shows which files to be removed, and the configuration, if the git configuration variable requires force clean, set to not false, git clean will refuse to delete files or directories unless given F. So you're trying to force clean it. Again, this is an amazing way, right? Like I myself personally would have copied git commands so many times from Stack Overflow, but without this I wouldn't probably remember. But adding one extra step in my workflow, just instead of copying and pasting on my own shell, but if I just paste it on shell.how, it's going to add that one extra step, which helps me probably remember in the long run. Maybe that day I may not have to use shell.how, but until that, it helps me learn how does a git command work. And as it says, write down a command line to see how it works. And I think this is an amazing application for people who are beginners and also experienced programmers, not just to simply copy paste from Stack Overflow, but also to understand what it does. So now more about the website. Like now we know like what it does. So a couple of features that you can see out of box. So you have a dark mode. So even in the dark mode, like you can go here and then start writing like what is it. Okay, I have this, or you can say lm m lmr. Okay, m is not an option. lmr. Okay, remove the entire directory, recursively remove the directory. So you have all these options you can learn. So you have a dark mode as well. So the next thing is if you ask me, the greatest thing about this is it is also open source. Like if you want to see this repository, you can go here, click the repository, and then you would get the repository which powers this application. If you have not started this repository, I would link this in the YouTube description. Please make sure that you go ahead and then start the repository. Give a shout out to the developer, it would mean a lot. And if you see the tech stack with which it is built, so you see TypeScript, Next.js, Tailwind CSS, as you see everywhere on the internet, and couple of more components which is beyond my JavaScript knowledge. And also, like I said, the developer has interest in improving the application, so you can see a lot of improvements, like roadmaps available. But if you find something weird, if you find something wrong, please go ahead and then start raising an issue which might help the developer track what are the things that they have to improve. So it's a win-win, right? So you have an application, web application, that helps you learn something new, especially shell commands that can improve your programming or coding workflow productively. So that is good thing. Second thing is it is also open source, which means you don't have to be worried about what goes inside, and you can have an understanding about what is happening. You can probably influence the product roadmap, and a lot of advantages are there. And final feature, if you have created something, let's say this is what I've created. Okay, let's say like I've created that says echo one little coder. Okay, so let's say this is what I've created. Now let's say I want to share this with my team member. I want to share this as part of an assignment. Let's say I'm a university teacher, I want to share it with. There is a very nice feature that says click this link. So once you click this link, you get this entire thing as part of your URL. So all you have to do is now copy it, paste it, and then start like open a new like tab, and now you would actually see this entire thing, like entire command as well on the app, without you asking somebody to try it out yourself. And I think this is again another amazing feature, like especially if you're a teacher. Like a lot of times when I taught university students, if you have to tell them something to do, but here you can actually give them the URL and then ask them to okay, just go there and then start exploring, reading about it. And that is again, it prevents the initial friction for somebody to try out this. And also, like another thing that like I enjoyed is suggested commands, right? Instead of you trying to figure out like what the heck is happening there, where do I type, what do I type, how do I type, it again has a very nice interface. You have like icons indicating like, oh, maybe this is like a Linux command, this is like a Git, this is like something related to with npm. So you have like all these amazing things available for anybody who is going to try it out. And again, as I just showed, you have like a light and dark theme. So overall, I believe that this is an amazing application, and anybody who wants to try it out, especially if you're trying to build your shell knowledge, just add this one step to your existing programming workflow where you copy something from Stack Overflow and paste it, rather than pasting it directly to your code editor, like let's say VS Code or Sublime or whatever it is. Just paste it here. You would understand, it would improve your workflow. And I've tried to do it today, and it is amazing, right? It just take a couple of seconds, but again, you get to learn something new. And probably one day you wouldn't even need shell.how. Maybe that is like the futuristic vision. But until that, thanks to the developer. I forgot to thank the developer. Thanks Min Hung Tran for making this amazing application and making it open source for us, and we really appreciate it. So if you have any comments, please let me know in the comment section. Otherwise, stay safe, happy programming.